To start this best of 5. First player to win 3 games. Here we go. Oh, some big risks right off the bounce. I mean, it's only the first point, but it just goes to show you that he's really clear on what he has to play like. Oh, break off the net for Malong. Defeated for the most part. It's quite rare. But, nice through the legs. It's also quite tough to receive. It's not a flashy table, but from down low you can see the height. Just an extra inch, that's enough.
That's the problem that topspins. Similar pattern to the first service in this sequence. There's that forehand topspin. The action goes into it. Tremendous amount of power. Just look at that.
Position for that shot.
And I think Adam, well balanced, he still can generate a lot of power.
Now, one thing that Timo yesterday against Korea, against Lee Song-soo, we saw several points where so back with this serve drifts a little bit long. Not by a lot. It's just a little bit tighter. Maybe you get some hesitation from Malong, but we rarely see that. Just trying to think of the last. Oh! This is a perfect. Long is there ready for a counter to the short side.
Is he going to get it, you're thinking to yourself? Not only does he get it,
he'd be right there, the serve, still, but he had to dominate game number 1. And he takes it 11-4. The
game did Timo when he ran round and played one, and I think he's just got to do that. But
give me 2 shots and that's it. And he puts in a little extra here. It looked like.
And again, when you ask, what can he do? Physically, we're not actually sure what Timo can do. And on the diagonal down the line into the body.
Ooh. Outstanding rally in the.
We've talked in previous games, and an expression we've used a few times is slugging here with Malong.
In terms of win, Robbie Gardoche was at 7-7 in game 4 at 2-1, and this is great use, using Malong's speed and strength against him. So, little extra spin here, slower shot. And I think if Timo can do the same here, meaning if he can let Malong, of them are very likely.
I think sometimes in a rally, if your opponent to make the first topspin and then you make the counter topspin, statistically you've not opened.
The counter-attack game in the rally. Wow. Still it took that many and half long. Look at Malong, changes his mind to a push. Still gets himself back in the point. So Timo outscoring his score. That was the long push, and it was surprising. Still almost keeps it in play and expect it to come back. But he does. I think he's, oh, the angle. That's just amazing. No.
Again, he's
underspin on the Timo boll has to offer. From the start of the contact, it just doesn't work out for him.
Again, it's the variation.
Oh, man, the recovery shot. What feel on the receive. That is the most fire. And the Dragon does it with the scales on his back.
Almost as though he hung on to the bat at the end of the handle to give himself an extra.
Against Malong. You know, the only loss in his career, the Team World Championships. See, that was in 2010 in Moscow. One left to give or use.
But I think your analysis was right against Malong. It's probably too.
And there are plenty of positives to highlight, but it really is quite on the best team, arguably, in the history of table tennis. Here we go. This is out. And Timo plays this one back, just using his.
Again, see here on the replay there. So his finger comes up the top of the blade there.
Yeah.
The back of the blade is he for the
Technique, but obviously he's done quite well with it. Good setup. Close to the table he is here. You know, in certain tables we've seen, he would have kicked the cage, would have hit, you would have heard a big noise. This is a nice surprise. It was a net ball right before, and I thought he was going to go to the backhand. Malong getting the racket all the way behind the head for the spin. It's interesting to watch two players who have more blades being used by other pros. We got some touch play from Malong from the start. More aggressive, positive receive, better than most. It's a good read, a good receive from Malong. A lot of
flip the turn, a little bit of top, lifting to a little bit too much. There he goes, off the end of the table.
Over Timo boll. And the dictator doesn't even have to say it. What's this? He's cradling a baby? Is that what he was doing? Oh, he's a father. That's right. He's a young father. Maybe daddy does it. Daddy dictator. Is that what this is about? I'm always curious, you know, when you're that